Well, it's been a little bit of an exciting day here. Got the pipe running a little bit better level angle, and then got on the tractor. Papa got the mower stuck in the wet spot on the side of the road, so I came over here to brush hog the swamp. Almost got stuck over here on this side. We did get almost a 1/4 inch of rain last night. That was good. This is where the water used to run. Even the duckweed's just laying there on top of the ground. If you can tell here, me jumping, it's almost like a trampoline. Got about an inch give. There's the big trench from years ago. About 9 or 10 anyways. On my second run around here, I'm going clockwise. On the second run around here, I hit the throttle and throttled up. Stomped my foot on the what's in the world do you call that? Differential lock. So I have both tires spinning. And my tire over here sunk down about a foot. And that's got about a 3-inch give right there, me bouncing on it. Even right here, you guys can see that going back and forth. Feels like I'm standing on bread. Bread dough, that is. Yeah, this is all sink about down to my ankle there. So, I did get out. The tractor barely moving when I was walking it out. So, I did come through the neighbors here. So now I'm just running north and south. So I should be able to turn out of it each time. It's pretty stiff over on this side, on the east side. Yeah, it's not giving me almost any give at all. But I'm pretty sure that the further west I get, the stickier it's going to be. Yeah, this is my neighbor's brush hog I'm using. He's doing a hell of a job. Took the side piece off. I didn't know, but that was manufactured that way so you can use this to cut grass. To make hay so it only gets cut once instead of about 30 times, or maybe 6 times instead of 30 times. But it charges stuff real good. I never put a new, belt on the alternator, and this one here was loose. I tightened it up, had to jump it a couple weeks ago, 2 weeks ago. Sitting on a tractor here at the top of the cattails are even with my head. Don't know how good it's showing up over there, but you can see the tire tracks are about I can see that the tire tracks are about a foot down. I'll let you know how she goes. Get you a picture later. See ya. Yeah, last year when I borrowed this from the neighbors for the first time, I broke a shear pin, so I went and got 6. That left me with 5. I got one more left after this. This is the second one I've broken this year. Alrighty, I'll get this put back together and finish up here. Only got not too much to go. Ho ho ho. Okie dokie. I did like 3 more passes in there. That's the banging away there until it comes to a stop. Love my antique stuff, my neighbor's antique stuff. We'll get her done. Anyways, I did 3 more passes in there. 2 after I did the bolt and the shear pin, and wasn't moving very fast at all. And I was pulling the cattail reeds from in front of the tractor tire to behind it. So it was like in people's songs there, 1 step forward and 2 steps back. Well, for every 3 or 4 feet the tractor tire was going, I was only going about a foot. So I'm gonna walk over there. You see, this feels hard. And that's where the tractor tire was at. Well, there I'm bouncing. That's hard. That's hard. Here I'm bouncing. I don't know. My kind of luck, I'll give it one more turn. And then, there I am. But since I was a foot deep here, and I've only got less than 2 sections to go. We did get a 1/4 inch of rain yesterday. So if this keeps drying out the way it has been, and it stays dry like it has been for the last 2 months, we got 3/4 of an inch total in July, and I think we broke 1/2 inch with the rain we had yesterday here. That's locally, not the county. That's not the state or whatever. That's locally here. Sitting there watching the radar, and all the nice big storm clouds and rain clouds, they fall apart before they get to us, or they split and go around us and fall apart after they go around us. But all this water is going to the creek instead of over there. Might be like drying out mashed potatoes. Yeah, that top's going to get crusty after a few days, a week or so. But everything underneath is going to be sealed in. A long time to dry. With me just tightening up that belt on the alternator, I don't want to shut it off, so I think I'm going to go back with the tractor and come back with the avalanche and see stuff. I'm gonna dig this spot back as you see where the pipe's pointing at. If I dig that back 11-12 feet, I can stick the other piece of pipe in there. One piece is 8 foot because I cut it off, and the other one's a full 10 foot brand new piece. I'll stick that in here, which will give me 3 inches higher at the intake. It's not like it's going to push any more water through, but I don't know. Something to do before I go home and shower and go to bed. I got a blanket in the truck, a shipping blanket. I might bring it over to lay on so I don't go home all muddy. And I have to hang my bibs up for a whole day till they dry out so I can beat the dirt off of them before I wash them. Anyway, yeah. I think I'll come back with the avalanche. I did find my little radio. It was in the toolbox of the little tractor. So I'm going to put my phone back on charge here and fire all this up. So I got the radio to listen to till it gets dark. See ya. Well, the temperature just dropped and I was looking over at the pond, the neighbor's that place, and noticed all the fish and the birds smacking the top of the water. And come around a little bend in the road, and I got covered with ants. There's flying ants out now that the sun's dropping down. It's cooling off. Oh, I haven't gotten a mouthful yet, but I got a nose full. All over my arms. There's about 20 of them up there on the front of the tractor. Hey. But I'll be going back to playing the swamp now. Find the right tape measure for a fence maybe. That ain't gonna happen. See ya. Don't know how good that's gonna show up in there. Widen out my light. Crayfish there, about 3 inches long. He just came out of the hole. I got my finger far up there as I could get an hour ago, and this guy just climbed out. And they're the big boogers that screw up your spring development. Over the years, them and salamanders, like this guy right here, between the salamanders and the crayfish, they got years and years and 24 hours a day to put the water where they want it to. No little crayfish just climbed out right there. Now counting to 5 or 6, I took down to the creek, or towards the creek anyways. I'll see that big giant red salamander. He's about 5 inches long. But I turned the light on there, and I saw all this dust in the water. And it was clear a few minutes ago. And then, boom, there comes out the crayfish. They're the ones stirring up the dust, moving everything. Yeah, I screwed up their playground, I did. Oh, there's a third one. So he's put his face right in the water, right where the water's coming out at. I turned around. Well, hopefully they'll get it cleaned up for me. Look at that, he's just making a mess down there. But the more he does, the more water I get. Kinda in theory. Maybe it's a wish, I don't know. But all down through here, about 4 foot, 5 foot, I had to use the spud bar to bust up the rocks. I got 4 inches more I want to go. I got to get it 5 inches wide and 4 inches deeper. During that same time, I'll dig out about 2 foot to the right, maybe a foot to the right, 2 or 3 feet to the left, and get all them stones out of there. Sand and soil and fence post and cattle fence and barbed wire, sticks. Then I'll put in a big plastic dam, 2 pipes, a feed pipe, and what do you call it there? Overflow pipe, and the pipe to shock it with. Covered her all up so this new stone I put in, there will be about a foot higher than the ground here. And put some black plastic and old pool liner over top of that. Going back in this hole. Old caveman. Yeah, bring that stone up about a foot in the front, about 3 foot in the back, and I'll have the plastic all you can see in the wall here. Well, it is nighttime, kind of dumb of me doing this, but and that way I'll catch it all, put it into 2 pipes, and boom. Got a nice, found some nice clay, got a nice dam there. Getting all the water. Now the spring development here doesn't show that we had rain last night, but the creek shows it.